Nature to stay. Oh, where's the stream at? Come on, don't do me like that. Come on, show me it. Here we go. Copy the link. Right. Think we're good. Wow, wow. I didn't say that. Want all okay? One, two, three, 4, 5. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening out there. We are back working on our Stalker Python project. Today, gonna get a lot of work done, hopefully. Get some good features added and some progress made. What's going on, my G Charlie? Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Hey, Charlie. I like that. How's it going, my G Charlie? What's going on, dude? What's going on? Alright, let's go ahead and get this party started. Okay. Let's work on Stalker a little bit, and then maybe we'll do a leak code to finish off the night, and then we'll see where we go from there. It's got the factory. It's the factory, mate. He's got the golden ticket. All right. Enough of that. Chill. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We are back. Feeling good today. Feeling good. Yo, let's give our shout outs. Let's go to the old YouTube. Let's give our shout outs to commenters who commented over the past couple of evenings here. Shout out BA Creative for the comment. Stopped here by mistake, just telling a stranger to keep going at it. Doing great, good job. Nice, BA Creative. Do Not Me commented, got them praise. Right up. And Axe.com said thanks. Nice, you guys. Shout out to the 3 comments we got over the past day. Big love to you guys. Thanks so much for the love. If you guys haven't yet, we've released some videos on our channel. Feel free to go check those out. We've had quite the upload streak lately. Not streak, but just kind of go here. So we finished chapter 4 of the Python crash course on rundown, going back through and solving the try it yourself problems for you guys. So go ahead and check out the kind of tutorial series of the TIY, the TIE problems from Python Crash Course, the PCC TIY problems. We also have a demo video of our SpectroSim full stack project that we released. You can go check that out if you would like. It's pretty cool. Channel views on the video is looking pretty weak so far, boys. we're a dying YouTuber. Oh no, my career is down the toilet. What am I gonna do? Anyways, And leave a sub if you guys are new here. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're almost to 2,600 subs, so big thank you to all the newcomers. All right, let's get this show on the road. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So last time we left off, we had successfully got some testing done and functions wrote for kind of loading and saving this portfolio, right? So we're able to actually create a portfolio from scratch, create some accounts, add those accounts to the portfolio, create positions, add positions to the accounts, and then, overall create a basically, then we have the ability to save the entire portfolio to disk, right? With this bad boy here. And then we have the ability to actually load the portfolio back into it. I print the portfolio here, and you can see we're getting all the values of the portfolio accurate to what they were saved as, and then we can save it again. And if I go ahead and run this with the file next door, you can see nothing updates. It does update, but it doesn't change, right? And I'll go ahead and delete this, and then I'll run this. And boom, we're back here, right? So it successfully keeps its state, which is pretty cool. Yeah, not going to forget the AirPods again today, boys. Not going to forget them today. Can't do that. Yo, guess what I saw on Reddit, you guys? Yo, Formidable Thunder. Got the thunder. Thunder. Lightning. Thunder. That's like the most millennial song ever, boys. What do you guys think is the most millennial song ever? I'm going to go anything by Imagine Dragons. I'm going to go... my girlfriend and I were talking about this. So millennial anthems. What do you guys think? I'm a Gen Z. I'm not a millennial. I'm 99. But millennial anthems are funny because they like... You know when someone's a millennial because they put one of these songs on karaoke night. Or at the club. At the bar. Creep by Radiohead, millennial anthem. Tim, what do you think is a millennial anthem? I'm gonna go, honestly, dude, I'm gonna go Dancing Queen, ABBA, millennial anthem. What do you guys think? Nothing against the millennial anthems, it's just a dead giveaway. Hey, King Rami, how's it going, my guy? How's it going? Yeah, we started with Harvard CS50, and then we read Python Crash Course and Fluent Python, DSA in Python, and we're continuing our reading in those books and building projects along the way here. Somebody that I used to know. Is that a millennial? I feel like that's like, I think I'm just like aging myself because that's honestly like an anthem for my generation too. I kind of like merged the gap between the Gen Z and the millennial. That's like the Zillennial anthem. Because that one is a banger, I will say. What do you guys think? What's that? What do you guys think? That's a good one, Charlie. That's a good one. Have you been a radio host? No, I've never been a radio host. Radio host? What? I'm a Twitch streamer. What do you mean? Come on. I'm a Twitch streamer. Radio host? Come on. What are you saying, sorry? Twitch streamer here. Twitch streamer. Come on. Alright. Okay. So, now that we have the testing functionality worked out of this function, I'm going to... Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to do something here. So, okay, so we are, okay, let's go like this. In portfolio, or actually position, let's write a function here. Let's write a class function, or class method, right? Let's write a class method, and let's call this class method. Closing time, dude, that's a good one too. Oh, I can't play it, I'm gonna get demonetized. Oh well, I don't make any money anyway. Should we just play the Millennial Anthems here? I don't think I get copyright. I think it's only if I monetize and then play them. I think I can play them without having being monetized. I haven't monetized the stream yet. Collect my pennies for the day, boys. The VOD has music. Party in the USA? Now that one's more Gen Z. Usher, yeah. So I might have to delete it after. Well, if we play it the whole stream, then. Oh, hold on, my headphones are dying, ladies and gents. Give me 1 sec. Let us charge for just a sec. Okay, let's write this class method. So, right, we have a toDict method. We have a class method. We'll call this from dict, right? And we're going to be given a position, which is a dictionary, right? And then we're going to return, let's go from typing import self and return self. Okay, so this function from dict is going to receive a position which has a dictionary, and we're going to unpack all its values and create a position and return said position. So let's go like this and call new, let's just say return, or say try so let's let's just return I don't know, can we right? Third eye blind. Yeah, definitely. The thing is, the generations are very long. Gen Z is 97, 2012 birth years. You're a very early part of that, Mike. Born before 2000, considered ung status now. Dude, for, like, if I'm going into ung status, bro, come on. Don't do me like that. Unk. Don't unk me. Cap locks. Get off cap locks. Okay. Let's get the headphones back on. I think we got charged enough, boys. Let's get the tunes back going. Come on, ladies and gents. No. Off. Why? No. Oh, no. Yup. Alright, listen to that one. I want the funky grooves. Let's go the funky groove route. Here we go. Oh, here we go, Tim. Now we're cooking. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, come ride with me. We're going to do some coding. All right, we're going to return the class on the position here for this guy here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to account. No, I can't really do that because I can't really do that. So I need to make the linkage. Okay, let's do this. Let's say new position equals to a class this, and then let's call new position dot new position dot parent account, right? I'm gonna actually override this. Where am I at? Here we go. Parent account equals to class. No. We just set it to none. It would just get set to none, right? Actually. So then the from dict would instead, instead of overriding the parent count with the class, no, not with itself, we need to access the account, but we don't have access to it because we're just passing in the dictionary, and we're overriding the, which is the name reference, right? So let's just instead just return the class as is with the position unpacked, and then in the account what we'll do is we'll create a class method in the account, and we'll call this def from dict given an account of type of dict. We're going to return self here. Would I return a class for self? Sorry, I missed your chats. My bad, guys. Bro, I've been taking bio. I hate it so much. No, why do you hate bio? Bio's fun. It's how you work, man. It's you. Think of it like that. Like, this is me. It's a new idea, computer science radio talk show. I think I'm onto something here, Mike. Dude, I've actually been wondering, like, why aren't there any, like, computer science podcasts? Like, I would totally listen to, honestly, like, an hour and a half of, like, CS news or, you know, stuff like that, like, at work, like, or, like, kind of learning topics to keep yourself, like, refreshed. But it'd have to be kind of, like, in a fun way, you know? CS pod, bro, come on. That's so cringe, too, at the same time. What's good, dude? Hey, Paclo, how's it going? What's good, dude? Nice seeing you trying out Python. How do you like it so far? I'm assuming you need it for some sort of scientific programming. No, he's been learning it for a while now. Every day, he's committed. Nice. Yeah, he's got my back. Thanks for coming in, my guy. Yeah, we've been learning, teaching ourselves Python for every day for about a year now. Over a year now. Tim, are you going to be my co-host? Okay. So we're going to say, right, we would have to say, so this is going to make an account. An account has all of these associations with it. So we're going to need to unpack So let's unpack the values, do a shallow unpack, right? So we'll say new account is equal to a class call on the account given, and then we'll unpack this. So this will do a shallow unpack. So this won't unpack though this guy here that we're needing, right? So if that's the case, what we're gonna have to say is we can still access the account, the positions within the account still here via its dictionary index. So let's say new account, let's just say new positions is equal to, let's call it a dictionary object where we say let's say this position dot name dot ticker position no, we're already unpacking the position. We're gonna say oh my gosh, no. All right, so we can say we're going to create a dictionary. We're going to have the key be the position ticker, and we're going to have the value be the position class from dict on the position, right? So the position class has a class method called from dict, which takes in a position, and unpacks the position dictionary and creates a class from it and returns it of the position. So that being said, is we're going to save the ticker as the key, which is how we're currently saving it, so we can get O of 1 access to positions within the accounts via their ticker symbol. And then we can get, we're going to set the value of this key as the position.fromDict position for position in account positions, right? And then we're going to set new account.positions equal to this. And we're going to just return new account. I think, right? What exactly do these decorators do? Yeah, so these class methods are basically like functions that you can call, like, that are packaged with the class as a whole, not within individual instances. So I can call position, I can call this right here position.fromDict, because fromDict is a class method of the position class, and I apply it to a dictionary that I typically want to use to, like, get data to add to the position class somehow, like if it's a retainer for like holding data in the entire class rather than instances of the class, right? Because a class itself rather than like a specific instance could just be like a function or data or whatnot. So so this just applies to a function that applies to the entire class, but in this example, it creates a position, so it kind of makes sense to have it linked to this position here, class method. And then these properties are just like, you can use these to basically kind of return specific values, or like math values, some mathematical values or things like that, just like kind of on the fly, and they don't have to be instance variables. They can be kind of like computed as like functions that are just like return kind of single values or descriptors that aren't necessarily instance methods. Now they can be, like in the instance of the portfolio, we have in the instance of the account, we have underscore parent portfolio underscore stock asset value, and this leading underscore kind of tells whoever's reading this code that this variable should not be messed with by the user in any way, in terms of like using this class in their program. So if they want to access this variable, though, they can get reference to it via the property here. And so you can use like setters and getters to override these values if you want to, at specific points, allow for the override of this value, or whatnot. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Blitzink? How's it going? David Mahan beat me to the idea. There's a CS50 podcast on crying. Bro, no way. CS50 pod? That's crazy. Okay. Right, so then I'm going to take this. I want to see what my little helper says about this function I wrote. What do you think of this for the account that holds positions? Don't show me code, but use words. Right, don't show me code. Solid, and it aligns well. You're cleanly instantiating the base account using classic unpack account, which handles the non-nested fields. Then you're explicitly rebuilding the positions dictionary by converting each raw dict into a proper position using instance of the position from dict. This preserves the object model and ensures each position is fully typed. You're using the ticker as the key again, which is good. Only 2 things to watch out for: overwriting positions after instantiation. It's okay if positions is optimal or empty at first. Make sure you're not unintentionally discarding something meaningful. Okay, yeah. Mutation after init. Say positions, positions and instantiation won't break the init. Well, the account has positions. The unpacking of the account has positions, but for serialization, I overwrite to a string ref for account of account. The incoming dict from dict contains full nested positions like a list of dict of position dicts. You're unpacking the whole thing into class account, even though positions will be replaced. For serialization in toDict, you don't keep full nested positions for positions, but instead convert them to a reference like a string or key. No, the parent. You're not really following me. Whatever. Internship at 30? Who said that? Bro said I'm 30? Come on. Dude, I'm 26. Not 30. That's nuts. Come on, Tim. Bro. Tim out here spreading fake news. Internship at 30. Internship at... I'm gonna be like Owen Wilson in the Google internship with Vince Vaughn. That's gonna be me in real life. Okay, so then let's go to our portfolio here. And let's write a class method here. Called... Oh, no, we don't need a class method here. So here, what we're going to say is load portfolio, right? And we're going to create a portfolio and load the portfolio. And we're going to go converted accounts is here. So we're going to say for okay, so then what can we do here with our, let's think. Okay, we have this from dict class, or this from dict here, which will automatically take the account and create a position for us, and go into its positions and create the position for us. So we don't need to do this loop here. We do need to loop over all of the accounts though, however, and do that. So we do need to okay, so if I call from dict, I'm using here. So I have a position reference. So the thing is I want to create the linkage though, right? So my account is calling the from dict and creating an account. And then I'm going through the positions within the account and I need to link them to this account. So this is one loop. Should I just break this apart to do a separate loop, right? I had to say for position in account positions, right? We're going to have to break this up because I want to do multiple things inside this loop, right? We're going to create a new position positions is a dictionary. So let's just go plus equals this dictionary of a ticker, positions on position, right? Like this. Or I think like this, sorry. Right? So what we'll do is we'll set we're calling position here. And then let's go into no, I'm gonna go like this. Even though it's more lines, it's okay. So I need to do some more stuff. New position equals to this here. Let's take this, and then let's go, new position is this. And then let's go ahead and set new position dot parent account is equal to new account, right? Right, that's to create the linkage. So we create new position from position dict, right? We create a new position, and then we link the self dot account new account as the parent to the position. Right? And then we add the new position. So this creates new positions. I'm going to then set new account dot positions is equal to a blank dictionary, right? Because this will shallow unpack and won't get all the values. It's going to say like true or like 1 or something, right? So we'll override whatever was given, but we still have access to account positions, which you're getting here. Good. Call from date, and then new account position ticker equals to the new position, right? And then we're going to return the new account here. Hey, too woke, too tote. How's it going? I wasn't sure what the purpose of OOP is. I suppose the flexibility you get with being able to create your own objects and making components can be reusable. Yes. Well, not reusable with like even in the future project, but within your own project, right? Like I want to not have to recreate. Like it just makes I'm going to create multiple of the same thing, but just different, iterations of. Then I can use a class. It's really easy that way. I'm going to take this now and say I updated this to link the position to the self account for parent to maintain the bond and value cascade. This is an excellent refinement. You're doing exactly what it needs to maintain proper bi-directional linkage between an account and its position. Here's what's update. Post-construction parent link, you're manually setting new position parent account equals to new account, which is essentially for the position needs to access its parent, cascading values for calculations or lookup. This avoids trying to pass the parent into the constructor during deserialization, which would be messy or error prone. Prevents infinite loops. By serializing to reference string tuple, you avoid recursion. When you exit positions on parent. Nice. Likes it. Woo! All right. W, I don't even know JavaScript. I'm teaching myself HTML and CSS. Nice, dude. Yeah, I taught myself a good chunk of HTML and CSS, React, Tailwind, without really knowing a lot of JavaScript either. Why wouldn't you want to make objects that reflect the real world? Like, that's how you make real world projects, right? How else would we like represent, things, I don't know. Okay, so we have this, which will do the linkage of the account. So now in the position, right, we have position dot portfolio. That tripped me out there bad. Okay, portfolio. We have load portfolio. So now what we can do is we no longer need to loop through the positions within the account because that's already happening within the account. Load or account from from dict class or method we just wrote. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll say we'll load the file. We'll create a portfolio off of the loaded file. We're going to, for accounts, yeah, okay, so we'll say this. Right, so for accounts, we're going to call loaded account is equal to account dot from dict on the account, right? That will do the positions for us. Right? And does the parent linkage. Right, and then we'll set the loaded account parent portfolio to the loaded portfolio. Right? Set parent. Okay, and then we're going to add in this format to the converted accounts. And then at the end, return the loaded portfolio here. I think that's it. Right, so we're open the file with all of our objects in it. We're going to create a portfolio off of this file. We're going to open up a converted accounts dictionary, which basically we're going to take the accounts and save the account name as the key and the account as the value. So we're going to say for account in the loaded portfolio.accounts. Well, it wouldn't be. Loaded portfolio.accounts. Hey, level up. We got that 43 viewers. Got a raid. Hey, Simon. Thanks so much for the raid again. Appreciate you for coming back in, my friend. Hey, thank you. We're building a Stalker right now. This is our app here we're going right now. We're building the accounts and transactions section where you can have an overarching portfolio to have accounts, where you can have positions within the set accounts to basically log and keep an overarching net view of your kind of net worth across all of your accounts and positions. Pretty cool. So right now we're working on our file and interactions with our database. So pretty cool. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. My name is Michael. I'm 26. I got a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry, and I work as a formulation chemist for a biotech company, and I've been teaching myself how to code for about a year now. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Okay, back to the grind. Okay, so position.ticker. So it'd be a new position.ticker. Hey, Calbert, 1, 2, 3. Chalbert, with the follow. Yeah, Chalbert. Thanks so much, dude. You're awesome, my guy. No, I have written all this code from scratch myself. I'll write a big chunk, and then if I feel comfortable with it, if I want some feedback, I'll ask for some feedback regarding just in words, regarding like what it likes about my code, what it doesn't like, what works well, and right, I say like what works well, and I don't copy and paste nothing from here. I write on my own. I use this as a learning tool to get feedback on what I write and what I think. I want to think for myself. I don't want it to think for me. I like thinking for myself. Being creative. That's the fun about it. It's a struggle, but it's fun. Okay. Hey, we got another follow here. Thank you so much. Who is that? Any Jason. Nice. Thanks so much, dude. Back to back. We got the train going. Leaving the station. Let's go. Oh, number 3. Yo. If you're on YouTube right now, you got to hop over to Twitch and follow. Bottleneck. Bottleneck in the building. Bottleneck. It's like a pop punk stage name. And the bottleneck. Yeah, sure. So this is my UI here that I built so far, and then right now I'm just working on this little bug we got. So I'm just converting over. We had it working great to load and unload our file with just looping, but I wrote some better functions to kind of reduce this down with this from dict across our objects here. both in the account and positions. So we can try to use this with some functions rather than just, retyping code here. So let's see if this will work now. So in our testing here. So the goal here is it's going to make positions, and then this file should just look exactly like it is at the moment. Okay, it worked. Yay! Okay, if I delete this file, right, it should make exactly that, right? We're going to make these objects in our testing file here. We're going to make these objects, make this a portfolio. We're going to make these accounts. We're going to add these accounts to the portfolio, which sets the parent linkage. We're going to create positions. We're going to add those positions to the account. Oh, we are moving up. Boop, boop. Number Darth Bilal 11. Sorry if I butchered that. My bad, my guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Woohoo! All right, that's awesome. Most followers in the night. I think that's most followers I've ever gotten in one night on Twitch. All right, and then we're going to add those positions, which sets the linkage, and then we're going to save the portfolio. We print it out, and then we save it again, so I can kind of visually see, okay, did we print out what did we save, and then print out what matches what we saved? No. I need to put this here, I think. No, because that's the loaded portfolio. Oh yeah. So we load, this is the load portfolio, we save it, and then we the created one, and then we actually load it, what we saved, and if it matches, then we're good. So here we go, and no bugs here. So we created the portfolio, we created the accounts, we added the positions, we created that we got the portfolio on the creation here, and then we successfully got all of our objects back to us here. So it looks really nice. So now that we have our file functionality working appropriately, what we could do is in our main loop here for actually running on the GUI, we can insert our load off of the file, so we can get a creation of the object within this loop. And so then we can populate aspects of our windows with information from the database, basically. Right, that's the plan. So, right, this is all these information regarding this. So here, this is kind of after we have done this, let's go ahead and load the database here. Great train impersonation. My bad, Charlie. Charlie's cringing bad right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and load the database. So let's go ahead and call. We want to from classes or right, and that's import count position. Right, there we go. Okay. So now we're going to load the database here. So we're going to say right, we're going to use portfolio.load portfolio, and we're going to load the file path of, so I'll just put path here. So I'll have to write maybe a function to use operating system detection to automatically get this path. But that's a problem for a different day. I've never done that before. We had Mr. Donnie Soap shout out, I think it's Donnie Soap, or it might be Aurorasaur in chat. The same alias? I'm not sure if that's the same. I get them confused. I'm so sorry. I believe they wrote the last one in our small business manager. Hey! Yeah, we got the dual stream on. We're on YouTube too. I've got about 2,500 subs on YouTube. That's what I've been streaming on pretty much. That's what I started on. Yeah, welcome in, Ambivalent Bunny. She's a great streamer. She has a great content. Yeah, a great learner. There's a lot of good leak code problems. I watched a couple of her like talking through some of her problems and problem solving, and it was really fun to watch. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's just get this static path in here for just right now. Right, we can worry about kind of converting this over something later. So. Yo! No way! Yeah, here we go. We got a Twitch Prime sub. We're moving up in the world. We are a real Twitch streamer over here, boys. Real Twitch streamer. You might as well just call me Twitch. Nice. Thanks so much. Shout out Darth for the Prime sub. That was so kind of you. Thanks so much, Darth. You the best. We the best. Music. We the best music. Oh, you're doing a mock interview. Nice. That's awesome. Dude, guess what? Ambivalent. I had an interview for a software engineer chemist position. They didn't ask me anything about chemistry, so they really just wanted a software engineer, in my opinion, like a scripter pretty much. But we failed that bad boy bad. Oh man, I got so nervous. I was like throwing up beforehand. I was literally like sick to my stomach. I was shaking. I could not think. I forgot all of my basic Python fundamentals. Just did so bad, man. I could just feel my heart just the whole hour on that call I was with them. Brutal. It's all right. We back. They didn't ask me leak code. I had to parse a long CSV I'd never seen before, so I had to figure out what the CSV was on the fly. I had to extract out multiple sections, wrap the sections in custom objects and classes, and then return like the organized, reformatted data basically. And then I also was given a question basically to recreate the Excel sum function using an actual matrix and across all the edge cases of a comma of a single value, a like a colon, like multiple, like a range of values with a colon, but these were like string inputs. So you had to like, it was a lot more in depth than like a leak code only. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Yeah, they basically said get good, kid. Yeah. That was, I asked for feedback at the end. I was like, dude, I knew I botched it. So I was like, dude, be honest with me, guys. Like, I've never done one of these before. Like, I'm a chemist. Like, can you give me some honest feedback? You guys have like cleared one of these and like gotten through. Like, what can you tell me? And then they pretty much told me just keep practicing, bud. Just keep practicing. It's like, okay, I'll just keep practicing. They just said, in a nice way, just keep practicing. It's like, oh, okay, tough luck. Dude, honestly, they were just like two dudes my age, and I'm just a chill guy. I'm very honest and upfront. I just was like, yo, I'm a chemist. Like, you can obviously see from my resume, my background, I'm a chemist that programs for fun and and enjoys it and is kind of somewhat okay at it, I guess. Not to them, I guess. To me, but yeah, I was just like, can you guys be honest? Tell me like what do you guys think? Like, I've never done it. Cause I knew it was over. It was GG. Like, there's no way. So I was like, why not ask? Yeah, I know, right? It's brutal. It's brutal. Okay, so our path here. Oh, we already have the path set up in the load portfolio function, I'm pretty sure. No? No. This is my path, though. I'm going to take that. Thank you. So I'm going to... Yeah. I'm going to take this guy here. Right, we'll have to do something rather than having a static just path here. Right, we'll have to figure it out. Load portfolio off, file path. Ooh. Right, and so this will load the portfolio office. So load portfolio returns the loaded portfolio back to us. So we're going to say user port. I'm going to go like this. Right, I'm going to make it. I know you're really supposed to do these with like constant variables in Python, or like globals and stuff, but I like to do this to make things like kind of stand out. Like this is the portfolio object, and like I like the syntax highlighting of it too. Hey, we're keeping the train going here. I gotta go. Just wanted to stop by and say hey. I have an option stream. Oof. No worries. Later. How's it? See ya. Oh, nice. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, my guy. How you doing? How's your project going on? How's your job hunt going? I submitted a take-home assignment, incurred domain and hosting charges, and they simply rejected to give me some generic feedback. Yeah, you told me that. We did a take-home problem too, so that was a waste of time. I mean, it was fun coding, I guess, but... Okay, portfolio. So this will load, this will open the portfolio back to us as an object. So let me call print on the portfolio to dict. Right. So now if I run this, we should get a print yes. Now we're getting access to the... It's all coming together. Let's go. Doesn't it, you get that like rush when stuff starts working, boys? Woo! Let's go. All right, so now we have our portfolio from our file accessible to us here. I'm printing it in dictionary form with the function, right? But it's in there, right? It's in this loop, right? In this variable, it's in memory. So now what we can do is we can use some functionality to populate these menu items with commands, right? Like by default for certain defaults, and then with certain select command events to repopulate and refresh the information and conveyed within the portfolio. So we're almost there. So I think it's probably best to work on the account section first here. Woo! I like this one. Hey! Yo, let's turn it up. Woo! Come on, boys. Yeah, I like this one. Let's go. Right here. Woo! Yeah. I like that. Bow. Let's go. Yeah, let's keep it going. People are vibing. Let's go. People on Twitch are vibing. We got the emojis flowing. Keep it going. Woo! Yeah. Look at that shoulder go. Look at that shoulder. Look at that shoulder. Come on, stop it. Knock it off. Knock it off. Woo! Come on. Yeah, you guys are awesome. We really came to play today, boys. We came to play. Me if no bug anywhere. Yeah, literally clip that. Oh, yeah, this is a Ray. This is a Ray. We're Simon today, boys. Simon says, Mike's up to town. Woo! Yeah, let's go. Unk dance moves for real. Chill. Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Don't you got a chocolate factory to get to? Come on, don't be like that. Come on, Charlie. Oh, nice. Got a gift on sub. Nice. What Python package are you using to get the stock data? Why Finance? Yahoo Finance. Here you go. Why Finance? It's really easy to use. It's really easy. It's really, really easy. Took me like 10 minutes to kind of figure out. Just ticker, sets, and then you can create a ticker with Why Finance, given the current ticker to get info on it, and that gives you back a package basically of kind of like a JSON that you can parse through dictionary object for current price, sector, and then I added a bunch. You can use I used a match case here basically, so then I can continue to add cases on if I want to add any more data I want from like sector, current price, and then I can add properties to just get those. So I can say current price equals self.getInfo of current price, and like this function will be called just to get the current price live, basically, right? And then I can add in different keywords basically within this get info, and then match that to the case, and then just keep kind of dynamically. It's really easy to kind of add more. Woo! I like this one. But fire, nice. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get access to our accounts, and let's populate our positions within this array here. So let's go ahead and do that, and by default it'll be all here. So let's go ahead and do this. So in main, I'm loading portfolio, and I'm creating a custom frame here for for my header frame and my tab view. So in my tab view, I need to pass in a parameter of like any keyword argument of portfolio equals to the portfolio that we're working with, right? So we're going to pass in the portfolio into that tab view, so I can go into here, into my tab view, my custom widgets, and now in here in this keywords, I can get back in my init here, self.portfolio is equal to just portfolio, right? Right. So now I have access to portfolio within my tab view here. And so what I'll do is I have my tab view, I have accounts here. In my accounts, I'm going to pass in a portfolio equal to self.portfolio. I like it capitalized because it makes it, I might go back and change that. Are you learning to code for Mr. Biochemist? Yeah, I have a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry, and I work as a biochemist for a formulation chemist for a biotech company. And I've been teaching myself how to code for about a year now. I've been teaching myself with books, courses, every single day after my 9-to-5 job here on YouTube and Twitch. Will you worry about making the terminal output look user-friendly or not, because that's what the GUI is for? Yeah, the terminal output is just for me. So I occasionally have print statements here just to kind of signify for testing like where I'm at, but the GUI is kind of where everything is. Yes, exactly. Self just referring to the object itself. So anything you change inside the object will always be updated and dynamically. Yes, exactly. Because I have access to this actual class object now that I've created, I can use the methods within the portfolio here, such as like delete account, add account, whatever. And then within the accounts and within the whatevers, I can access the accounts and use the methods within the account and do all those things now that I have the actual class object in here, right? Inside of this GUI like loop. Right, I have it loaded in, and so now I have access to it, and I can just use get its data and use its methods and functions and whatnot. Hey, we got a sub. Who was that? Or a follow on Twitch? We got a lot of people on Twitch in here. Let's go. We got a party. Come on, boys. Whew. Yeah. Little flute sesh. Not quite my tempo. Not quite my tempo. Who knows what that's from? Yeah. Yes, exactly. Royal is exactly right. it's just chill. Oh, we got the dog coming over. What the dog doing? What the dog doing? Chill. Okay, let's keep it moving here. So we're passing the portfolio into the tab view here for the actual, right? And then in the tab view, I'm going to pass it into the, I'm going to pass it into the account page here. So now in my accounts page, we're just kind of playing a game here, just passing along. So in my account page here, nope, not as accounts, in my accounts widget, right, I'm going to accept a portfolio keyword and set that to self.portfolio is equal to portfolio. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, okay, so this is our account drop-down menu. I'm going to create a couple more portfolio, actually, see, these are positions headings. For the drop-down box. Their account names here. So self.account names is here. And so this is going to be a list Okay, we'll do this. A list of quote all accounts plus a list comprehension of account dot name for why am I blanking here? account got name for account in self.portfolio.accounts dot, yeah. Right, so that'll get all the names. Ooh, where were we? Whoops. Oh my gosh. Don't look at that. Here. So that'll get the account name for account in self.portfolio account. And then I'm going to title case this string here. Dot values. I could actually just say so I'll just say key, I'll just say account name, right? For account in self.portfolio accounts dot keys. Okay, so that'll list out, or I can just say, well, can I just list the self.account.keys actually like this? Let me call print here to self.account names, right? And let's run here. No! Attribute error, line 44. What? So Stalker tab view, call with the portfolio. Headphones be dying. Sorry, people. Headphones dying. My bad. Gotta let them charge for a sec. Hey, Yus, how's it going? Hey, Big Task, how's it going, my guys? I recently gave an interview and they asked me about self in Python. They were shocked to learn it is not a keyword and use virtually any word instead of self. Nice. Hey, Rashab, no, better late than never, my friend. Better late than never. Welcome in. I know my bad. Music's got to pause for a sec. We got to pause on the tunes for. Oh yeah, you guys can listen to tunes. I can't hear it though. My headphones be dead. Okay, so why am I getting this error here? Attribute error. Dict keys object has no attribute L just value. Add command. And drop down menu. Here. Menu label. Here's the combo box. will that return a list? All the keys? I thought it returns an object. Yeah. Okay. So let's just call, I guess, list on this. There we go. Aha! Nice! Nice! We got it. Okay, so now we're getting, those are the two in there, right? And so what we're gonna do is all accounts is by default, right? And so what we're gonna do is by default, right, the values are in the combo box here. Okay, then down in our right section here is the data, right? This is not, this is bad, don't look at this. Okay, so we have position headings, and then we need to have the list of data, right? So we need to go through all the positions. Now we could index them by loading them up front, but okay, let's do this. So this is a list. Self.position headings. Right, plus plus a comma separated value of all the positions. Huh. Got to think about this. How can we load your position headings? I'm on the West Coast, and it's only 9:50 for me right now. It's not too late. So I'm trying to think here, right? If we're trying to populate this data in this table, we need to have it structured in comma separated values, like we did here, right? For these. Right? Where you have ticker, share count, average cost, current price, right? Okay, we'll have to do this, I guess. Let's say, I'll probably abstract this out into a function. But we'll say for key value in, no. Oh, this is easy. This is easy. So let's just go data is equal to an empty list, and let's say for position in actually, how do I want to do this? How long did it take you to complete the CS50 course? I completed CS50P over the course of last summer, 2024, just very part-time, and then I completed Harvard CS50X live on this stream every week, all the problem sets, everything. I completed that at the beginning of 2025 for the first like 3 months. January, February, March, I think is when we finished. Okay, so let's go ahead and we just need to access each position. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get data, right? Data is equal to a dictionary, where I'm going to say for account in self.portfolio.accounts.values, right? We're going to access every account. We're going to create account account positions is equal to, right, account dot positions dot values, right? We're going to say for position in account positions, I want to access every position. I want to create a list, right? And I want to put position dot ticker, position dot share count, position dot average cost, position dot just shares, sorry. Parent account. Right. And then I'm going to, so that's going to create a temporary, it's going to create a list, a structured list in this format here. Oh, parent account is a parent account dot name we'll say, right? Right, we'll get this temporary variable, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it right, we have a position. Let's go data is a list here actually. We're going to say count data empty dictionary. I'm going to create this temp. I'm going to say list we have all the positions. Oh, we got something. Reached our goal of 170 followers. Here we go. Here we go. Thanks so much for the follow, guys, on Twitch. You guys are awesome. Let's put back in the headphones and get some music going. My headphones keep dying, boys. I can't hear the tunes. Here we go. We are back. Woo! Let's go. Grooving. All right, you guys. So we need to, how do I want to structure this? We just need to get, but I want to make sure I have these segregated by account, right? Because I need to be able to access them that way as well. I'm going to abstract this out into a function later, but I'm just trying to get my words like out onto the page here. So we have a list of data, which is going to be a list of dictionaries, one for each account, right? And then what we're going to do is inside of the account data, we're going to put positions as entries for this account. Now this is going to be a dictionary, right? And we're going to put account data is also a dictionary. And we're going to save inside of account data for this position, account data, right? Key of account data, key of position.ticker is equal to the temporary variable. Right? And then I say equals to the temporary variable. Okay? And then at the end of the positions, what we're going to do is we're going to go into data and save the account.name as the key is equal to the account data that we created here, right? Then after we do it for every single account, right, we're going to so by default then, if we get rid of this, right, if we get rid of this, by default, we'll be on all, so this is getting all, which is fine. So I'll say table data is equal to the headings out front, and then I'm going to put on here, so we have account, let me write this out. Right, so we have in data is a dictionary where you have account name as the key, and you have account data as the value, right? And account data is a dictionary with ticker and the list that we're wanting to extract, right? So we need to access the account data within data, so the values, right? But we're already accessing them here at the end, right? So it would be kind of pointless to loop again. But this way I have like a data structure with all of the information in it, so I can go inside of it. But I am technically getting access to it at this stage here with account data here, right? After it's done. So I could take account data dot values and put that okay, let's just do it manually, I guess, for now. We'll say for account values in account data in data dot values, we're going to data is another dictionary, so I need to access the ticker, but I don't know the ticker, right? So account data in data.values, right? That gives me the dictionary. I want to access the values so this is like all. This is it here, right? Position.ticker. It's in account data. I'm just going to let me instead, okay, let me go here and go print data. Yeah, so I get this object here. I need to go into it. All the positions. So then instead of creating, let's just do this. Instead of creating a dictionary, let's just create a list of lists, right? So instead of creating a dictionary here with the account data, or sorry, with the this here, let's create account data is a list, and then let's go account data.append that list to this list, and then we'll append the account name, account data that we did. So then what we'll do is I'll print data now. So now I'm getting a list of lists. Good. So then I'll say okay, so then in heading, after headings here, so it's gonna be a list of lists. For key value, so I'll say this: for every data list, position list in in data for account in for account, why is my brain blanking right now? Sorry guys. So for account in we need to access the inside of data. So this is for account in data, right? Dot values. That'll give me all of the list of lists. Okay, the list of lists. So then if I add these two things together, all is equal to a list here. I just add all plus equals to account, right? And then I print all here. What happens here? Perfect. Okay, so now I'm getting the lists appropriately. So now if I go like this and take all and put it here, now this is not how the program's going to be. I'm just trying to get this working for right now. Oh. Close, close. We're in the right spot. Not quite there though. So I print all here. Okay, you guys can't really see because my head's in the way. We're getting a list of lists, which is good. Four values. Shouldn't there be 5 values? Oh. 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 Okay. Yeah. We don't have enough values. Okay. So what we're gonna do is here. We need to put all of this in. So we have ticker, shares, average cost, current price, right? That's in a position. Current price. Asset value. So this is under total value. And then we have unrealized gain. And then the parent account dot name. So now if I run, still a list of lists. Oh, because that is the list. With 2 objects in it. So then I just need to okay, then I just need to do this. Rather than appending to a all list here, I need to append to position headings, whatever list that is in, which is not in anything. So what we'll do is we'll go like this. This is going to be confused. I'm confused. Uh-oh. So I have a list of all, and in there I'm adding all my list objects, which are these guys here, right? No worries, Rox. You're a funny guy. If you guys aren't following on Twitch, I really appreciate if you guys could follow along. I stream every single day around 7 p.m. PST. So if you guys are looking for, motivation to code alongside just a friend, you don't have to be learning anything from me. This is not to learn or teach. This is just for coding for fun and learning myself. And if you happen to learn, that's great. But you can just use this as like an accountability stream to throw it on in the background and code alongside with whatever you're working on or studying and doing homework or whatever. It's a great little resource people have found to kind of keep themselves accountable. Okay, so all here. We're going to add the thing to all. But what we're going to do is we're going to input in here self.position headings, right? And then I'm going to just put all here instead. So now if I run this bad boy, sorry, pressed it too many times. Now we have a list of lists. Perfect. Yay! Nice. Look at that. So now we have, basically we just wrote the function for getting all data, right? So we could abstract this out now, right? We could abstract all this out now and basically make a function to query this object that we created and get certain key value parameters out of it or whatnot, right? Cool. So now you have all of accounts, all of your account positions. We have 2 accounts here, individual taxable and Roth IRA, and each one of those has 1 share of Apple in it, and that's just being displayed here, right? Woo! Hey! Okay, so now we can update this here, right? So I'll probably need to write functions like for update header given a certain object to update, and then call that right at the start, and then on the command, on certain commands too, and then also update or populate table, right, will be a function. And then we can put this into a certain, we can insert this function into a function that would handle commands. So we would take we would have a command function for this submission, right? And then in there it would update that, it would have a function, it would link to a function to update the header information and update the body here with whatever account is prefaced in this field. Woo! I like it. All right, you guys, I'm gonna be done here for today. That was my goal, was to link up. So today we successfully converted our portfolio load portfolio function from having a nested double for loop here to having kind of like a recursive call across our account from dict onto account, and then account. In the account class method from dict, we have another recursive call, kind of like it's not really recursive, but it's just like call after call, I guess, of a iterative function called, I don't know what the right word would be. You guys know what it would be, of position from dict, and that then basically converts all of its values from serialized JSON objects back into objects of position, account, all the way back up into the portfolio doing the linkage of parent to child, and from the positions to account, and then the account to the portfolio, and then back up, overall returning the overall loaded portfolio. It is recursion. Okay. Hey, recursion. I like that. Nice. So we are having those recursive calls of from dict across the account and the positions within the account to convert the serialized object from dictionary to object, right? And then we're returning that object back. We then linked that that call here as load database, where we call portfolio load portfolio on the path, and then we have the portfolio here accessible to us within our actual decanter window loop, and then I pass in the portfolio into my various windows. Now I could have all those windows just out here like in the main loop, but I abstracted them out into their own classes, right? Using inheritance from Tkinter, custom Tkinter, already pre-existing widgets, right? And then I'm passing in my portfolio into its quargs, basically any keyword argument additional I can also give it to basically have the Stalker tab view also gain access to the portfolio, basically handing it from like a baton, like a relay race. I open the app, that's one loop around, I hand off the portfolio to the next runner, I hand it off to the position, I hand it off. So everybody gets access to the portfolio across all frames, basically, all widgets, like sections, basically. And then, right, and then in the actual tab view here, I'll show you guys this, in the tab view, right, we're receiving the portfolio here, saving it as an instance variable in the class, and then passing it into the accounts, right? We're not passing it anything else yet. We're just working on the accounts right now. And then in the accounts, we're receiving the portfolio, saving it as an instance variable, and then now we're actually doing manipulation on the accessing attributes or information from this portfolio, which was loaded from the file, right? It all started from there, right? We have the ability now to, within the accounts, to manipulate or access the portfolio data, and so we were able to actually now populate the current positions to the matrix frame here. So we have Apple, both all accounts by default is the first setting set up. So you have all accounts set up, and it populates all of your positions across all of your accounts. Feels really nice. I'm really happy with this, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Truly, it's awesome to have you guys here and hang out with me. I'll be back tomorrow around 7 p.m. PST after my 9-to-5 job as a chemist. So thank you guys for being here. I'll see you then. Please subscribe to the channel on YouTube if you're not. And also follow to the Twitch. We had a really nice follow streak today, which was really awesome. Let's go ahead and keep the good vibes going. Let's go ahead and raid somebody on Twitch, yeah? Let me go here then. Who's gonna be up? Who wants the raid? Browse. Where's my game development? Where'd it go? Software. What? Where is it? Did they get rid of it? Oh, here we go. Who we want today? Who we want today? Are we playing Zelda? Pixel art, that's cool. Jam game working. Oh, there I am. Nice. I don't know. Who should we do? Thanks for the love, my guy. Roxanne, I like that. Thank you so much. Let's just keep going with the top. Or should we give it to someone small? Let's just keep going with the top. Oh, I've rated this guy before. Not a lot of people on right now. Let's go with someone smaller. I want to do someone smaller. All right, let's see. I always love these reactions. They're always so funny. Hey!
So for all the Swift devs that are following right now, Michael Deming, thank you so much for the raid.
Ooh!
Thank you. How was it? How'd your stream go? What's going on? Well,
Hey!
that's why you decided to use keyboard toolbar, up and down arrows. But that won't work here. That's okay. You're pleased regardless. Still sad. iOS 16 won't scroll in a sheet view, but more on for now. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for bringing people by. I appreciate it. Yeah, we are building. We are vibe coding. We are vibe coding and coding, doing a mix of the two.
Vibe coding? We don't vibe code.
Wanting to do a replacement on You Need a Budget, just for. Originally it was for my use only, but I actually want a lot of.
Vibe code? No! Don't vibe code!
If you're not familiar with Cat, it's like a subscription manager for mobile and web apps. They are doing a ship-a-ton hackathon where you can ship a new app between August 1st and September 30th. Use Revenue Cat, and you can win some money.
What's up with this camera?
To get me to actually finish this. So my goal is to finish this.
Is that my end or is that your end?
Start the process through Apple, so that I can get that all submitted and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're slightly vibe coding, slightly doing
Vibe coding? No! No!
Mono and here has been talking to us about his keyboard toolbar tales with Swift UI. So yeah, this is using Swift UI.
Nice. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you guys later.